A lot of iPads with swastikas on them. It was a very, Puritan society back then. Our government, our crazy federal government, I'm not paying $50, $60. This is something people might miss, but it's right here. It's right in the middle of Grand Central. If they were just there, you can't plan that stuff. She was a playboy, Bridget Bardot. Welcome to America's #1 train station. I'm Jack Adam. I'm an expert on a Grand Central station. I'm going to give you a tour today. I'm going to give you all the ins and outs of this amazing building. It's going to be a really fun time. This place was commissioned to be built in 1871. It was commissioned by Cornelius Vanderbilt. And if you wanted to be rich in the 19th century, you had to be named Cornelius, and your last name had to be Vanderbilt. And this had both names, so he was rich, very rich. This place is for all the train winos. That was commissioned by Cornelius's wife. It wasn't always a Taste New York. It was actually called Taste Mrs. Vanderbilt, and as culture evolved, they realized that wasn't the best name for it. This is the iconic main concourse. You may have seen those windows with like a lot of fog and black and white and everything, but nothing today. This iconic ceiling depicts the stars, but they're flipped because the designer wanted to have them be from God's point of view, which is why none of these figures are having sex, is because God is watching them at all times. It was a very, Puritan society back then. You won't really see that kind of architecture now. There's a lot of it's a lot of sucking. You go down to Union Square, you go down to Wall Street, a lot of sucking down there, but not in the 1800s. They tried to keep it very conservative. These ticket booths are out of commission. About 6-7 years ago, they introduced automated ticket booths, and it's just another job lost to AI, to computers, to just to technology. And these people are actually out on the street now. They go to the machines and they buy tickets and try to resell them on the street. They try to scalp them on the street, and I don't know if they realize it's not really a great business plan for them. And they're beggars, they want money, they want change, but I'm not paying $50, $60 for a train to Jamaica from Grand Central. Okay, this is something people might miss, but it's right here, it's right in the middle of Grand Central. It's one of the biggest sources that goes overlooked here. Not many people know this, but every single piece of paper that comes into this country, that's imported into this country, comes through this paper source in Grand Central. Every little receipt, every little post-it note, every little piece of cardstock, envelope, it comes filtered here through this paper source. Every morning, you can go to the docks, you can see for yourself, there's a huge boat, container boat. Every single piece of paper that comes from everywhere in the world comes to the docks, gets unloaded here at Grand Central, and then gets filtered out to you, the consumer. I just talked with a lady inside, and she told me that the tariffs, this is the first day they're open since Trump implemented the tariffs. There was almost a shortage of paper in this country because the tariffs made it so high, so expensive to get paper in here. But luckily, there were people, the great people out in Roosevelt Island housing a backup of our paper goods that were able to supply us before the tariffs went back down. It was the one thing that Obama got done right while he was president, is implementing the reserve at Roosevelt Island. And it's mostly receipt paper because they knew that our government, our crazy federal government, realized that people are going to want receipts. People aren't going to go shopping. People aren't going to go buy stuff unless they knew that they had a chance of returning it. So every single receipt paper that is not manufactured in America, which is 99% of receipt paper, comes through this paper source. It has a little gift shop. You can go and buy other stuff, other crap if you want. But all the good paper that comes to you comes through right here. It's pretty cool. This is a Warby Parker. I went to school with a Warby Parker, no relation, but I didn't like him, so I'm not talking about him. I might not even put this in the video. I hate that guy so much. Here we go, downhill. Downhill with the Heelys. Hit the lip. Boom. Oh, I'm going fast. Oh boy. All right, here we go. Hoo-ah. This is how we catch trains on time in New York. You got to wear your Heelys. No penny boards, no skateboards, no boosted boards. I'm not Casey Neistat trying to do this. Into the Lexington Passage. Here we go. Lexington Passage. This place is pretty cool. It is called Dick Tip, perfume. Sorry, diptychs perfume. It's one of the hottest destinations for fragrances here at Grand Central. And I don't know if you guys have ever smelled diptych perfumes before, but this is good. You walk into this place and you're like, this smells like, it's so recognizable. You're like, this smells like Dick Tip. Am I saying that? Dick Tip. Yeah, that's right. You go to all the hot places in New York City, and the girl's like, I'm wearing Dick Tip. I'm wearing Dick Tip tonight, and it's very recognizable smell. There is a moleskin store here. You know, a lot of people think, oh, moleskin, you think it's gross, it's made out of moles. It's not. It's actually gopher that it's made out of, not actual moles. Here we are in Grand Central Market. If you're ever getting on the railroad, there's a great place to pick up raw meat. Going out to the Hamptons for the weekend, you just pick up a big piece of beef, take it on the train for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, depending if you got a transfer, and it mostly stays good. It mostly stays good. All this fish is caught fresh daily out of the East River, some from the Hudson, but it's delicious. You got to try it. This is the famous gay bar passage, gray bar passage. Not what I thought I was getting before I saw the sign. I misread it. Downhill again. Another downhill trek for the boy in Heelys. Aside from the constant strain on my hamstring, it's actually a pretty nice way to get around. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Miracle on 34th Street, but this letterbox has nothing to do with it, but it just reminded me of that movie because of like letters and Santa and stuff. This is the famous clock at Grand Central, worth upwards of $200. The glass is actually made up of pure solidified vaginal excretion from Cornelius' wife, and it's a beautiful sight. Those were actual police officers. I did not plant them there. They were just there. You can't plan that stuff. This is actually a place where fake rich people eat all the time. People like to feel you make over $100,000 in a year, and you want to eat in Grand Central. You know, it's not actually where rich people eat. This is where people eat to feel like they're rich. So this is the Grand Central Apple Store. Not a lot of people like Elon right now. Honestly, Elon Musk, this place is trash. People coming in here, a lot of iPads with swastikas on them. Elon Musk can go himself, Apple. These guys know they hate working here. They hate working here. What happens is Elon Musk puts Apple here so we can all see the patriarchy, the political climate, but Elon doesn't know what he's talking about. Apple, Elon Musk, it sucks. It sucks. She was a playboy, Bridget Bardot. She told me things I didn't know. We did it right there. Out on the deck, put her canine teeth in the side of my neck. I'm coming up on the Transit Museum. These people don't know what they're talking about. They're liars. You can ask them any question. They don't know any single thing about New York Transit. There's no sense of scholarship. There's no sense of intelligence that goes into what they teach here. Stay away from the New York Transit Museum. They're liars. I'd go inside to show you more, but I'm not allowed. The information booth has been here for years. If you want free Broadway tickets, last-minute Broadway tickets, come to the information booth. They'll hook you up. This is the information booth. It's been here for years. If you guys want just free Broadway tickets, if you want last-minute Broadway tickets, come to the information booth and they'll hook you up every time. Not many people realize this, but the information booth was actually a target of 9/11. They were able to avoid it, but it's not really talked about. The planes just missed that day. That was another real-life police officer. My girlfriend's got the same camera. That's cool. Yeah. It's nice. Yeah, you too. Oh, my girlfriend's got the same camera. That's awesome. All right, bud. Sick downhill. Now it's time to go upstairs for a little drinky poo. My girlfriend's got the same camera. That's awesome. How you doing? Would I be able to grab a drink at the bar?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
There's for no ball caps.
Told me I have to take my baseball cap off, but they said nothing about the Heelys, so.
I got pissed like a horse. Thank you guys for checking this out. Please like and subscribe for more of this tour shit. I'd like to do more of this stuff. I'd like to know if people like it. Goodbye. Thank you. Hey, my girlfriend has the same camera. Nobody finds that interesting. They have the same